This is a giraffe, or chain drive unicycle. Most of them have one chain, but sometimes they have two for greater stability. Usually you want to mount it with one pedal down. Make sure the pedals are level. You also want to check that the size is correct. Put it on the side, sit firmly in the seat, and put your heel on the pedal. A broomstick is much easier to balance on your hand than a pencil. And similarly, a giraffe unicycle is much easier to ride than a regular unicycle, except for the fact that you're 6 feet in the air and there's the danger of falling. Riding a giraffe unicycle may look intimidating from the ground, but actually you're higher up standing on your dining room table. Just make sure there aren't people eating on it when you're doing it.
Are we done with this project yet?
Ready to take it to the next level? You can ride a giraffe if you can ride forward comfortably, turn to avoid obstacles, and are starting to be able to idle in place. For your first ride, get 2 people to help you. Have them block the wheel front and back with their feet and grab the pet unicycle above and below the pedals. Before you get on, make sure they're holding on to it firmly. Then with your better foot, step on the lower pedal. Then sit on the seat. Then finally put your remaining foot on the pedal. For support, grab their shoulders or hands. Before you ride, make sure you sit up straight with good posture and take a couple half pedals before you're comfortable to ride off into the sunset. Always dismount in a controlled manner. When you dismount, make sure to land squarely on both feet, holding onto the seat of the unicycle if possible, whether you have it in front, in back, or even to the side. Notice, even in the worst case scenario of dismounting to the side, it's still slower to ride the unicycle calmly down than to flail about and try to get off of it before landing. For mounting by yourself, a chair, ladder, or other stable object is a very good option. Only make sure you launch with enough force that you will clear the object and not fall back onto what you're launching off of. When you're finally ready to free mount, first check around your immediate area for any objects, obstructions, people, or even jugglers that are within range. Try to clear them out of the way as much as possible. Take special care with the jugglers, for normally even intelligent jugglers love walking up to you as you're mounting, only to end up crushed beneath your falling unicycle and feet. In fact, I remember this one time.
Hi! Look out! Ah! Ah!
Ah yes, good times. For the actual free mount, start with the pedals straight up and down. Your right foot on the lower pedal. If you have a 6-footer, you should start with your left foot on the tire. One hand grabs the seat in front, and the other hand is ready to push down as you rise up. Jump up high enough. If you fall to one side, figure out which way you're going, and try to aim straight up and down. It's best to go up straight up, not pause at the top. You could also put too much energy into it, but that doesn't happen too often. I prefer to launch straight up as quickly as possible, and then fix any problems once I get there. This is one of the flashier and more impressive mounts, if you can pull it off successfully. Make sure your launch area is clear and that your landing zone has no obstacles. Otherwise, disaster! In order to figure out where you launch from, start at your jump zone and work backwards to your starting position. Note the position of your pedals for later reference. Always start with the same foot and take the same number of steps. When you reach the launch position, jump and pedal backwards. Again, walk backwards to your starting position. Start with the same foot, same number of steps, jump, and pedal backwards.